Stafford FM with Jeff Lindsay, hello, and one step at a time. It's 13 minutes past 10. I think that song title could be relevant to our next guest. Joining me on the line is somebody who took part in the Stafford Half Marathon on Sunday and also has got quite a story to share with us. Welcome to Stafford FM, Keith Williams. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Ray. How are you?
I'm very well indeed. And how are you? How are the legs today after the half marathon on Sunday?
The legs, they've never given me any bother, actually. After the marathon, believe it or believe it not, I then went down the gym and spent some time in the gym stretching.
Well,
so the legs have never actually given me any issue.
Great stuff, Keith. I know the team at Gym and Tonic on Newport Road have been very supportive over the last 18 months or so. It's really quite a story that you've got to share with us, and I know you've been through a bit of a difficult time, Keith. If you don't mind sharing some of your experiences with us. Tell us first, let's go right back to the beginning, Keith, and go back around 18 months. And unfortunately, you weren't in a very good place at the time, were you? No.
I lost my wife then to cancer, cervical cancer, sadly. Unfortunately, then, I thought the answer was alcohol, and it isn't in any way. So having gone down that route, tried it, realised that after a certain point that this is absolutely stupid. I'm going to be in more trouble myself and broke if I carry on like this. So I stopped. I joined the gym, and it's one of the best things I've ever done, to be honest.
Great.
And from there, I've not looked back, to be honest.
I'm sorry to be here, to hear about those problems you had, and I'm a sympathy about losing your wife 18 months ago. It must have been a terrible, tragic time for you, and also the other problems that you mentioned. I can imagine you really were in a dark place. So you went to the gym. How did all that come about? How did you first approach the team at Gym and Tonic, Keith?
Well, the first obstacle was getting through the front doors initially. It was something I knew I had to do. I went and did it. And from there, I met Kate, personal trainer down there, and manageress, who's been absolutely brilliant, and she coached me and mentored me right to where I am now. But what never cropped up at any point in conversation as a benefit, and that I've been really surprised, is that the exercise has turned my negativity into positivity. My positive thinking now is all.
Yeah.
My negative thoughts are still in the back of my mind, but I can pigeonhole them now. I can control them, and I say, excuse me. No, just a positive outlook now, and it's a winner. It has to be said.
Yeah, and that's as a result of working out down the gym and working with your personal trainer, Kate, and the support of the other staff at Gym and Tonic. I mean, before that, Keith, have you got any history of being an athlete? Did you do any running or any sport before?
Absolutely nothing. I don't even follow a sport. Never mind actually take part in any of it. So no, and I do have a little chuckle to myself from time to time now. With what I've achieved, and that I'll stay with. It has become part of what I am now and what I do. Whereas before, I used to think, oh, look at those. Go down the gym and come straight out of the gym into the pub, blah, blah. But no, I don't do the drinking anymore. I've knocked that on the head now.
That's great to hear. I mean, for somebody then who was unhealthy and was suffering mentally all those months ago, and was, I guess, really, Keith, starting from scratch in terms of a fitness regime, how did you cope with it? I mean, did you find it easy at first?
Oh, crikey, no, it's hard work. And part of what I'm now into is, I don't know if you're aware of the spin cycle sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that used to be part of my initial training, only very, very slowly as part of warm-up exercises. And Kate said, I'll get you on these one of the days, get you into the classes. But that took about 2.5 months to get me fit enough to be able to cope with a cycle class. A spin class, should I say?
Yeah.
But no, not to take away from it. No, it's hard work.
What sort of?
If we bear in mind, I was carrying that much more weight then, so anything was more difficult. Not difficult. It's hard work, particularly hard work.
Keith, I'm just thinking about people who are listening to us this morning on Stafford FM who can maybe relate to your story, or possibly think that they're unhealthy, they struggle to get off the sofa or walk to the shops, let alone do any running anywhere. I mean, what was the regime? You mentioned the spin classes. For somebody who's starting out on a fitness program, I'm just keen to know about the sort of regime and the things that they had you doing at Gym and Tonic.
Circuit training is a general title of it, and I still haven't learnt all the names of various pieces of equipment. But it's a total body. Some exercises address the lower body, some the upper body, and the mental element comes with that. And I can't recommend it highly enough.
Yeah.
Get into a gym and exercising, because the benefits are just untold, to be honest. Well, it's where it got me where I am now, because I do believe without it, I would be in the right state now.
Yeah. It's a wonderful story, Keith, and a real inspiration to us all who are unfit or are thinking of going to the gym. And this can certainly get us motivated to get up there and do it. You've talked about feeling better in yourself and having a positive mental outlook as well. And you've left those dark days in the past. Yes, you still get those negative thoughts, but you've learned how to deal with them. How often did you go to the gym then in the early days? And have you sort of kept up that regime or stepped it up over the years?
I have. Well, I was doing 6 days a week at one point. I didn't go on a Sunday, so you got to have a rest one day. Yeah. But then when I started my training for the half marathon, Kate suggested that I had another day a week off. The body has to recuperate, doesn't it, after a while? So yes, I was only doing 5. But I've maintained that regime now for a good 9 months now, and which is where I am.
Yeah. Keith, do you mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 64.
Wow. Okay.
64. But another added element to this, I've met some very nice people, made some nice friends, some good friends, into the bargain. Because you're doing take the drinking alcohol route, and you just keep the same people at the same time, possibly in the same situation, aren't they? Doing nothing about it. I've got out of that rut, and another benefit. I've met some very nice people.
Yeah, you've met some really nice people as a result of going to the gym. I mean,
genuine people.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that social aspect as well as sort of the fitness program as well. I mean, you were really looking forward to going down the gym to meet the new friends as well as you were working out as well. Then, Keith.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. As I say, I'm lighter. I'm lighter in weight. Brought my blood pressure down. That's another benefit.
Yeah. Whose idea was it then? How did it all come around for you to run in the half marathon?
I got to the stage last year where I actually ran the Chase 10K run at Birches Valley towards the end of last year, and it being that I managed that from there, so that was how I got into the half marathon. However, I didn't put up much of a fight, to be honest. So let's go for it, nothing to lose, and so Kate set out a program, and we worked to that.
Yeah.
Which culminated on Sunday, which is great. It was a very, very nice day, a very good day.
Let's talk about the half marathon then. For somebody who's 64 and has the history that you've described to us, Keith, and was unfit before, I mean, the atmosphere in the Market Square Sunday morning was really something special, wasn't it? You were one of 3,500 runners, and all the people of Stafford turned out to cheer you along the streets. It must have been wonderful for you.
Absolutely brilliant atmosphere. And everybody, excuse me, everybody just wants to cross the line, which was my target. I wasn't out to break any speed records. just get across the line, not having walked and not being carried on a stretcher. That was my target, and I managed. I set myself a target time of 2 hours 10 minutes, and I managed in 2 hours. Well, there's always 2 times. I don't know if there's a chip time and a gun time, but so I did it in 2 hours 4 minutes.
Wow.
So I was really pleased with myself for that.
Just over 13 miles in just over 2 hours for somebody like you with the history and what you've come through. It's a marvellous achievement, Keith. I mean,
that was my first run. I've never run that far before.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. How did you find the course around Stafford, and what was it like running those 13 odd miles, Keith?
I enjoyed the biggest part of it. I have to say, I always saw Beaconside as being my nemesis, shall we say. I knew that was going to be hard work, and lo and behold it was, because the day started off pleasantly cool, and I thought, if it gets no warmer than this, we'll be all right. But as the day went on, as you'll recall, it got warmer and warmer, didn't it? So by which time we are running up Beaconside, and as you know, Beaconside, not necessarily steep, but it's a big long pull, and that was hard work, I have to say.
Yeah,
I found it hard work.
Was there any point then, Keith, around the course that you thought, oh, really, I can't do this, my legs are going, or I don't think I'm going to make it? Was there any point, or did you have that inner strength to keep going?
No, at no point. No, at no point. Because several things. I was running for a charity. Joe's Cervical Cancer Trust. So sat on one shoulder.
Yeah.
My late wife on the other shoulder, egging me on, and I knew I had a gorgeous little cheerleaders waiting for me at the other end. So I couldn't give up, could I? You know.
That's wonderful. So, describe your feelings and your emotions then when you got back to Stafford. And
absolutely buzzing. I was buzzing. I was flying, in fact.
Amazing.
To know I'd done it on several levels. That I'd actually achieved it, and as I say, there's so many people that wished me well. They'd obviously got faith in me. I couldn't let anybody down, could I? I'd got to, even if I'd wanted to, not that I did, but I couldn't give up. I'd got to keep going on, because a lot of people would have lost faith.
What message would you give to any of our listeners this morning, Keith, who are listening to you on Stafford FM and can perhaps relate in some way to the story that you've described? They've had personal problems, they've suffered with loss.
Anybody who feels that they're in a dark place,
yeah,
and there's nowhere else to go, and there's probably nobody there to help them or listening to them, get out there. Get yourself fit, down the gym, run, walk. I'd say, fortunately, I found Gym and Tonic. Very nice people, very helpful, and it got me to where I am now. So, not without being sycophantic, I can't recommend them highly enough, because they are the one who got me to where I am. But anybody who feels that they're lost and where do I go now? Find yourself a gym. Get yourself fit. Get yourself a little program going, but stick with it. You won't see results straight away.
Okay.
It takes time.
It's a wonderful story, Keith, and I'm really grateful that you've come on to Stafford FM and talked openly and honestly about this. So you really are an inspiration to us all. Just finally, Keith, and I mean, you've mentioned the run that you did into Cannock Chase and also the half marathon. Are we going to see you running the streets again very soon?
I think so. Had you seen me on Sunday, I was wearing a bright fuchsia pink top. I can't put that away just yet. That's going to have a few more outings. So yes, I'll be out and about again just now.
Well, we look forward to seeing you again, Keith, running, and thank you so much, and congratulations for what you've achieved. And
I'll let you listeners in radio land know how I get on my next run.
Please do that, Keith.
And that I'm still living.
You take good care, and it's a wonderful story, and thanks again for coming on and sharing it with us, and thanks to Kate and everybody at Gym and Tonic, and a big thank you to you. Keith Williams, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Bye-bye.